I'm Bill S. Preston, Esquire!
And I'm Ted, Theodore Logan.
And together we are Wild Stallions!
There have been many excellent bands throughout time.
Right you are, Ted. Bands like Led Zeppelin in the past, Bon Jovi in the present, and hopefully us in the future. And thus concludes our report on time. Thank you, Stetson University!
Well done, Bill and Ted. You've managed not to touch on any important temporal facts in your class report. If this had been your actual presentation, you would have failed miserably.
Dude, I told you we should have mentioned Ozzy Osbourne.
You haven't even given proper support for the existence of time.
Well, of course there's time. Because without time, there is no change. And as we all know, things must change.
Yeah, like one day we're gonna change into the most excellent rock band.
I wouldn't be so sure of that. The subject of change has been shown to be the downfall for the existence of time. It's all explained in the McTaggart paradox.
Paradox? Two doctors, dude.
Here, watch this.
Welcome back to McTaggart's Angels.
Good morning, Angels.
Good morning, McTaggart!
Angels, I've just gotten word that there's a temporal theory broadcast occurring at the university.
Again? How serious is it?
Very serious. I don't even think he knows what the A and B series views of time are.
Don't worry, McTaggart. We're on it.
Let's go, Angels.
Late.
Hello, TV Land! Welcome back to the show. Last time we learned that change can only be explained by A-series indicators, which means that past, present, and future must be true. Now, if we go forth to tackle
One more false theory, and you'll be doing your hypothesizing at the morgue.
Yeah!
What's the meaning of this?
Your programming days are over.
Time to set a few things straight with your program.
I'll call you back.
What is it you would like to clarify?
Well, we'll tell you!
According to the philosopher John McTaggart, there are two ways of viewing time, the A series and B series. The A series contains classifications of past, present, and future. When an event is given one of these indications, we understand that these classifications will not hold for all time. Given the very nature of time, what was one time present will eventually become more and more past.
Well, that's how we typically view time.
That's right, but only B-series classifications are viewed as objective. The B-series views all times as equally real. Thus, all points along the timeline are categorized as earlier than some and later than some. These classifications will hold for all time.
Like the event of you shooting the chalk out of my hand will always come before the event of these informative graphics.
Now you're learning.
But it's only through the references of past, present, and future that we can explain the concepts of change.
Don't speak out of turn.
An explanation of change cannot be given by simply saying that at one time you were fine, but later you acquired a concussion.
Of course, as we speak, the event of you getting punched is becoming more and more past. That would qualify as change.
And as said before, change is a necessary condition of time. However, since A-series classifications are merely subjective viewpoints, and unlike B-series indicators, not objectively real, it seems change itself must also not be real.
But without change, there can be no time.
That's what we've been trying to say all along.
I think our job here is done.
Come on, Angels, let's go shopping!
I suggest you find a way of explaining the existence of time, otherwise you both will be failing my class.
Bogus.
Dude, we are in a most heinous situation.
Yeah, I know. We suck.
Without the A series, how can we become a most excellent rock band?
Whoa! Rufus!
Gentlemen, I'm here to help you on your philosophy report.
Rufus, our teacher told us that time doesn't exist.
My friends, time most certainly exists. In fact, there are two schools of thought on the subject, the tense and tenseless views of time.
Most triumphant!
Tense indicates temporal location, past, present, or future, and tense theorists claim that our intuitive concept of time is true, that the present is the only time that truly exists.
I don't get it.
That's not a big surprise. You see, the future hasn't happened yet, and the past has already occurred, so the only temporal location you can occupy is the present.
But we were told all times were equally real in the B series.
Right on, dude! And that's the view held by the tenseless theorists. In this view, the so-called future would be just as real as the present or the past. Thus, placing events into these categories isn't seen as necessary.
I don't know, Rufus. It seems a little bit sketchy to me.
Well, if you come with me, I promise it'll all make sense.
Excellent!
Gentlemen, let's philosophize.
Whoa! Rufus! Where are we, dude?
Gentlemen, if you listen to what these people have to say, I think you'll find it very enlightening.
Hey Danny, what'd you do this summer?
Yeah, man, you hook up with any chicks?
He probably recited some tense theories of time and they all ran for the hills.
Hey, sit on it, Kaniki.
So Sandy, I hear you met a boy over the summer.
Oh, I'd rather not talk about it right now.
Aw, why not?
Let's just say he didn't understand my tenseless point of view.
Danny probably don't even know what to do with a woman.
I knew what to do with your mom last night.
Oh!
Well, what'd you tell this girl? I told her I was a continuing object, which meant she could have all of me at one time. Oh, snap!
You mean he didn't see you as a perduring object?
He didn't understand that my existence is split up into temporal parts in the timeline.
Sounds like a jerk to me.
So tell us what happened, Danny. Yeah, come on, tell us about this girl. You ever notice cabbage tastes weird? What? Yeah. Tell us, Danny. Well, I'll tell you.
Summer loving back in the past.
This event happened earlier than last.
Met a girl, whole as can be.
He was a slice in the timeline, you see.
Series A versus Series B. Oh, the tense and tenseless views of time.
Oh well. Tell me more, cause I don't understand.
Tell me more, is this whole timeline planned?
You see, the present is the only real time.
All points are real on the temporal line.
Continuance are whole in the now.
Perduring objects are spread around.
Series A versus Series B. Oh, the tense and tenseless views of time.
Tell me more.
Not complete at one time. Tell me more.
Did you grab her behind?
It's predetermined. That's why it ends.
Future's not real. She chose to be friends.
Existing whole, my view won't allow.
The only time that's real is now. Series A and Series B. Those views of
Boys, I think we've seen enough. Let's go.